Let's do the math here, right? Like I said, I don't do bias with nobody across the board. Mother, father, siblings, nothing. If you wrong, you wrong. You right, you right. Like I said, I had a cousin I was wild cool with. Her moms did something wild. Her mom, I'm just going to say, I ain't saying no names. Her moms was dealing with a pedophile that she knew was a pedophile to the point where she picked him up from jail. Believed his story. He told her he took a charge for a friend of his. This was a vicious assault, SA, on a young girl who was like 9 years old. I said, who would take a charge for their homeboy like that, right? Make no sense. Now you know this and you bringing him around everybody kids, right? Say that's happening. Ain't nobody gonna step up and, hey, wait, find this out. Hold on, what's going on here? You knew that. What's your deal, bro? And you having issues with your kids now. One of your kids saying, hold on. Say this the case, right? I say to my cousin, hey, what's up with your mom? She like, you know, that's my mom's. I gotta ride with her no matter what. So I say to her, so what you saying to me is that no matter what your moms do, even to me, anybody in your family, you gotta go along with her? She said, yeah, that's how it is. You would do it, right? I said, no. She must have thought I was lying. But I don't even got a track record of lying like that. You can't even pinpoint the time where I did it. So you mean to tell me, if your moms bring a pedophile around my kid and they do something to my kid, I just gotta shut up? Like, if I want to act like you down with her, you might not want that to be what you're saying, but that's what you're saying, and that's why you're not supposed to be biased. You can't have a friend and be like, yo, you know, my moms might wild out. I'm going to bring you over there. But if she wild out, just chill. You know, that's my... No, bro. Why anybody would have to be disrespected? No matter, don't worry about it. Nobody on the planet, old, young, or whatever, should have the right to disrespect you and just get away with it. So a lot of the people that been through shit, when y'all looking at that Puff situation, right? Y'all not saying to yourself, like, say your mom's, you from the hood, you go up, but your mom's got 4 kids, about 4 different dudes, right? She ain't in none of those relationships. It's been times a couple of those dudes was fighting your moms. But you don't even got the best relationship with your moms. You know your moms could be a bad person. You know your moms could be foul. You would never say in your head, oh, she might have deserved this. You know how they say people get what they deserve? No. If you a woman and you walking in the streets and you minding your business and you ain't hurting nobody or doing nothing to nobody and somebody attack you, man, woman, or child, yes, put that person in jail. But if you done did some shit to initiate some shit, you take your lumps and you get to the next day. And that go for man, woman, and child. Everybody go through that, right? Your kid do something wild in school, you discipline them, right? They take their lumps, you grow from it. Because you trying to teach your kid not to just run around the planet and do foul stuff and hurt people. Ain't that what you doing? I'm bugging. You watching this now and I'm bugging, let me know. I gotta give me another drink. Put in the chat, let me know. I'm unsure. I don't know. But it's these biases that keep us at the levels we be at. That destroyed my relationship with my cousin. Because I can't stand with that. If you don't want nobody else to reprimand your people, then you step up and reprimand your people. Hey, yo, now I got it. Hey, yo, now you can't do that. No, you go put hands and feet on somebody. But if that somebody is your somebody, you might think different and might want to indulge. I believe force is false, gang. Depending on how you live, force is false. Me having a bunch of money and things that you desire and saying, hey, I want to do something with you, and you saying, I want the money and I want all the things I desire, okay. I don't want to do it in my mind, but I'm not going to tell a person I don't want to do it. I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to say I didn't want to do it. That is way different from you just walking up the street at night in a white van pulling up and a dude sliding the door out, snatching you up, taping you up, taking you somewhere and keeping you out there and assaulting you and doing all that. That's two different things, bro. But this how y'all looking at people. And everybody who accusing Puff of something, he changed their life. But just because a motherfucker changed your life don't mean you're going to be financially literate. Don't mean you're going to take it to the next level. You might get the opportunity, fuck up, and later on be down. And now you want to do some bullshit. Now you want to sue for some money. Now you want to put accusations out there and destroy somebody. And now we look and see a person's a regular person. Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Every woman I've ever known thus far that I got close to, with the exception of Deuce, with the exception of the little girl that I raised, right, has done heinous shit to people. Has done heinous shit to people in their relationships. Has done foul shit. Don't gotta be to me. I just recognize it. I could be dealing with a chick she might not have did to me what she did to the last dude, but I could recognize that it was foul. Everything my mom's doing ain't correct. Every decision she made wasn't right. So sometimes we out here crucifying somebody because they a regular person. You can't tell me nothing that's not regular about that whole Diddy and Cassie situation without being biased. And Cassie already testified, so we know she ain't innocent. 50 Cent baby mother testified. We know she ain't innocent. And I ain't just saying that. He ain't guilty of that shit. Because the jury says so, not me. They guilty for paying to play. That's it. If it might have been happening in Vegas, might not have been a crime. Let it been happening somewhere with prostitution legal, might not have been a crime. So what the fuck is everybody up in arms about? Shit don't make no sense. I ain't making that up, gang. I guarantee you, if you raise your best friend or a family member, they might bite your head off for not going along with that. And they don't even fuck with you that hard. And they ain't even dependable. We're going to get them on. We're going to get them on at some point, and I'm going to ask that question. I'm going to write that down. That's going to be something we're going to really discuss and get to the bottom of. Yo, I don't got no relationships like that. I ain't on my daughter like that. Because I never want her to be in a relationship with nobody and be hurting them. That can't feel good. You a mother. And your son out here hurting every female he get his hands on. Cheating and misleading them and lying. Kick him out. Discard him. But that's my son. I wouldn't want my moms to do that for me. Nah, help me get better. You don't love me. You don't got my back if you ain't trying to help me get better. Enough with the bias shit, bro. Ain't no ride or die. That shit is stupid. It's dumb. And then we always end up in dumb situations and dumb scenarios. Like, as a people, especially black people, like, oh, Puff is the horrible monster. But the gangbanger who done killed a whole bunch of black people, put hits on people, shot little kids, free him. Your favorite gangster rapper, he better than Puff? Y'all out of control. Y'all mindsets is wild. Say Megan Thee Stallion. Fuck it, man. Yo, y'all is, yo, boy, listen. And I'm going to tell y'all. Man, all throughout history, this is how fascism begins. This is how dictatorship begins. Because we might have to go into a whole, like one of these days, we're going to go into a whole spill on that. Because the tables do turn. If you keep hammering at somebody, you keep attacking somebody, you keep hitting somebody, you keep taking advantage of somebody, eventually they will explode. If that is happening in mass and in bulk, you will have mass and bulk explosion. And that's how you see those great countries, great societies start toppling. Because everybody feel like it's safe enough to be biased. So then somebody got to make it unsafe to be biased. Yeah, we gonna get into a whole long spill about that. In fact, I'm going to write it down. Make sure I don't forget. Because I know a lot of people like when I go on those long spills like that. And especially when, like, it be an alternative topic and I'm breaking something down that they feel like that. We don't go, how fascism and different things start. Totalitarian, what they call that? Stars. Because I think that'd be an important conversation to have. And nobody can break things down like me. I'm saying nobody. Like, I can take it, don't matter what the political situation is. I bring it down to under layman's terms. I bring it down to hood terms so you can understand it better than anybody else. Everybody know that. That's a fucking fact.